Hey, hello.
How are you?
Good.
So, shall we go to the farm to shoot our CSR video?
Yeah, why not?
Okay,
Let's go.
let's go. Hi, we have arrived at tea farm, and as you can see, there are a lot of beautiful dogs here, and I think there are 8 to 9 dogs, and I have 4 or 5 with me. Namaste. I am from India, and I came here to do a project on our corporate social responsibility course, and this interview we will be taking is part of that course. So thank you for giving this opportunity. Hello. So, what kind of tea you plant right now? Is there any like special kind of tea which you plant?
It is Taiwan tea spices number 12. We plant tea according to the seasons. Depending on the season, we plant oolong tea, black tea, green tea, oriental beauty tea, as well as white tea.
So, why did you start this social plan? Like, why did you choose to do natural and organic farming?
Actually, I was a piano teacher, not a farmer in the beginning, and after some time, we bought a piece of land and began farming. This question was in mind from the inception. Can we do farming in better manner? Farming in a way which will not hurt animals, birds, and insects. I had the idea and it was time to implement. I bought the land and started to plant tea. I was wondering, what if I don't use pesticides in the traditional manner? What should be the new method of tea farming? One day, I went to a tea house in Taipei and I read an article written with title, Natural Farming Methods to Grow Organic Tea. The article talked about a farmer in Japan. The farmer said, there are 3 conditions which must be met for natural farming. No chemical fertilizers, no pesticides, and no herbicides. I put these 3 important things on my mind. Slowly, this practice evolved in Taiwan also after several years. In Taiwan, some farmers began to promote organic and natural farming, and with that, I began to embark on this organic and natural way.
So, what is the most difficult part of doing this organic and natural tea farming? Is this way changes your concept of tea plantation?
In fact, organic farming is very difficult and challenging. It requires lots of physical hard work and also it is challenging to change the concept. In the past, the idea was that the farmer wants his tea garden clean with no weeds. But once you choose for natural farming, it's like promoting natural way and there are a lot of insects, birds in our environment. They come to visit my place. They also want food and eat things. Of course, they eat our tea leaves. And also, the grass is very long because we use a natural way. If you use herbicides, then it can stop the grass to grow for a few months. So we often see a lot of weeds and feel that our garden looks like a mess. But you also learn with those moments that it is natural and not artificial way. You cannot expect it to grow with the very pleasant looks. This is changing in our perception to see things. One cannot think differently by sticking to same old idea of how to use pesticides like in the past.
So, why you insist on organic and natural farming?
According to my observation, the leaves and leaf buds of Camellia sinensis under the circumstance that insects, plants, and animals are getting along well with each other can produce better tea. I think that this is a gift of nature. In fact, a great feedback from the nature that we can enjoy so much. Hence, I feel so touched being benefited a lot from that. It is not about how much the harvest is or the profit is. There is no substitute. Those are the measurements of money, but you can't see the beauty of nature by them.
Organic and natural farming can change the way you see the world.
Then later I thought that the difficulty is deciding whether you want to do it or not. It is not difficult if you have committed yourself to do it, because we are learning from inside itself, and eventually when you look back, you will find out that you are becoming a part of nature. I'm a part of nature. We are like small bugs and butterflies. We are no bigger than them. They are the reasons why I'm thinking over such ideas.
So, as you can see, this is not like all those beautiful conventional farms. There is tea as well as there is grass also. And there are a lot of insects also. Well, you can easily kill insects by spraying one fertilizer. But our farmer, she doesn't want to kill everyone. So, it's like what you give to nature, you get back from the nature. So, how much tea you can produce in a year? So, does the yield have a difference if you produce it from a traditional way?
This land is around 50,000 square meters. I have adopted 1 and 2 top leaves. The yield is less than 30 kilogram per year. If we use the traditional farming method, then just spring tea can achieve 60 kilogram yield. You can count that 600 kilogram a year will not be a very big dream. So, the organic method has lower yield rate than traditional farming.
So, you run this social business, but how do you manage your customer relationship? Do you have any plans or ideas to promote this to more and more people?
My customers have become my friends now. They told me that good things are rare to find. Occasionally, when some people get a chance to taste our tea, they find that it's quite different from others. You can feel the difference throughout your body. It sends good signals in your body and has good signals to the land also. It's like a positive energy flow. If every place has great energy, point to point, then it becomes a very good energy network.
Hello, I'm Linda. I am 2 children's mother. I like this green market because here has many different organic from farmers. I hope more and more people can support the small farmers and their products. Thank you.
You ever thought of quitting this way of organic farming and switching to the traditional farming?
It is very difficult to manage the physical work. It is really hard because of the large size of the land, and you would do silly things like weeding every day. It feels bad to spend a lot of time on these unworthy things. If we use pesticides, it is ruthless, and with one spray, all grass will be gone. It seems that this is what gives us happiness, to see result of our farming method. We do natural farming. It says that every creature needs a perfect environment for growth. Simply let it return to nature and not to destruction. Insect eats, but only what they need, which is only a small portion. And I also take what I need through the plant. We all live in a very relaxing way and benefit each other. I do not think about my yield rate very often. My yield is actually very low. But when I drink a cup of my tea, I taste a very special sweetness and fragrant smell. This is seldom to find while you drink the other tea outside.
Hi. So I have just finished my interview with the farmer, and I can really realize that organic farming is really difficult because, as you can see, while we were interviewing, I got this. So organic farming takes a lot of difficulties, and where some organic farmers use some ways to prevent insects because they think that insects will destroy their crops, this farmer do not even want to kill insects because she thinks that they are also a part of nature as we are. She doesn't care about the profit she is making, but she is happy with that she is preserving the nature and making enough income to sustain her family and her life. Whereas some farmers, to earn more and more profit, they just don't want anything. They will just spray one pesticide and it will kill all the insects and other plants which can destroy their crops. In long run, I don't think this will sustain because one day this nature will stop giving us what we want, and I don't think that day we will have any other alternatives to get our needs. Thank you.